Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope you all are doing well. Today is the day, the final flip through on the Big Girl Trash Journal, and she is indeed a big girl. Some of these pages you've seen if you follow me regularly. I did work on some of these in video, but others I did not. And not every page is what some people might say is 100% complete, but it's complete for me. This is the way I want her. So here we go. And if you remember, the outside was just an Amazon package that says, "So happy we found each other." I thought that was perfect. So, okay, in we go. Okay, so the first page, I have a little pocket made out of an old, like an envelope. It's a big envelope. What do they call it? Like, not a legal size envelope, like half a legal size envelope. And I've got a used envelope inside with some kitty pictures that are in here. I made the envelope like into a tag. And these cat pictures are all from some Humane Society or something like that. This is it says beauty is not caused, it is. That's a T tag. And then on the back, these animal pictures here are from the refuge that I support here. Not the one up at the cabin, but the one down at this house. So that just lives in this semi-legal envelope. You can see the stamp here and the marking here. Oh yeah, it came from a garden planner that I had ordered. This picture of the elephant here with the goat is just a picture from an old child's book. And I see I've done this so long ago, I don't even know what the spotted paper down here is. But there's a little piece of fabric here, and this background here is tissue paper. No, a napkin. I'm sorry, this is a napkin back here. All right, so this page here is just an old, a piece, a scrap from a how to draw and paint type book. This here, it's actually trees. They're going this way. They should be going this way. And this here is from a piece of packaging from, is it Christy Tomlinson? I have the other piece of this packaging here. It was some piece of art. I think it was a stencil, actually, that I got. And then this is just the little piece of trim that I put on here. This here is just a how-to from this book here. And then this is just one of my paper ruffle flowers that got smooshed flat. So I just put some color on and put it in there. But this page actually is a bag. So I've got a tuck in here, and I just made this tag from a piece of filed folder. Look, it says ice cream maker. Someone must have had their instructions or something in there. And then these are just fabric scraps here that were sewed together. I don't even know what I was doing when I did that, but it was just laying around, so I put it on the tag. It says keep the love living, and I think that came from the Sanctuary magazine, monthly magazine or newsletter. And then here's just a tab from, you know, a box, how the tabs have the colors on them. Then this page here, I think I might have done a video on it. See, I don't even know where like what opens and what doesn't. So this is just a drawing of mine here. Or is that somebody else? That might be someone else. I don't know if it's mine or someone else's, but it's in a window envelope. This is a window envelope. Again, the little T tabs with saying. If you get Yogi brand tees, they have the sayings on them. And then here's an ugly cluster. This is one of the ones I did blindfolded. I have a video where I did that. That was a collaboration with Pam from the Paper Outpost and Louisa Heinzel. They had a hilarious collaboration where you had to do like 4 weeks worth of stuff, and one was make clusters blindfolded, and that's where that ugly cluster came from. This, I don't even know. What is this? I have no idea. But here, down here is a lamb. The foil from, I don't know if you can see that, a foil from like a Lindt chocolate at Easter time. Then on this page, I just have, what do I have? Napkin, I think, on the background here. This is just some packing tape here. an organic label here. I don't know. And then these paintbrushes here just came from that How to Paint book. Like I said, you know, and I've said recently too, if you're new to my channel, I don't have a lot of regular trash because I don't use a lot of foods and stuff that most people do. So sometimes I'll use book pages, old book pages, ripped up scraps, whatever is laying around. It is not all trash per se. So here's a label from Beaten Leek Salad. Super good stuff. This came from an egg carton here. This is Tim Holtz. This was from some, snippets. I don't even know what that is, ephemera pack. And I just put this little thing inside there. This 1122, that must have come off one of my ferments because that's how it's just a piece of masking tape with a date. And I put those on my ferment so I know when they're done. This came from the bottom of a cat bowl. I bought Holly at Dollar Tree. This is just a piece of tape. I was trying to age tape, I think, and I put that on there. It's funny that this is in here because I actually tried again today to age tape, and it kind of came out the same way, not really looking that great. So I'm going to have to look at a video to see exactly how to do that. So this page looks like it was a calendar page. This one I do have a video on. I know for sure I do. This is a Tate's cookie bag on the front. And then I just have some pictures from child's book. And here's a picture of a bear here. He probably came from some free publication I got in the mountains. And then just some painty paper circles that I have. Okay, this page here is made from a denim pocket. And then I've got some of my doodles on there. And this tag is made out of some kind of cardboard. But I put on there some more of that book, from that book, on how to paint. There's a rose picture here. I don't know what that came from. It's fairly thick. And then a face that I painted here. And then on the back, these are pictures from, what was this? I don't remember. But it's got some Native American pictures on there. So that just goes in there. And the ruffle here is some kind of plasticky stuff. What did that come? That's definitely trash, although I don't remember what it is. Some kind of plasticky stuff. Then this page here, let me see if I can get something to put between the pages so you don't get confused by what's behind it. This page here, again, is just a whole bunch of, I don't even know what. This I recognize as a seed package here. And this is just a yucky little embellishment I made. I think I stamped this butterfly and I didn't like his coloring. I colored him with watercolors. Oh, this is a paint chip. This is apparently a paint chip from Lowe's that I painted over. Or the whole thing was that color. I don't know. But like I said, I know, well, I think I might have done a video with this one. I don't know. It looks like I've stenciled on here. I don't know what's back there. Anyway, okay, so this page here, this is just old book page. And then this is just from a children's book that I had. That Catholic children's book. This thing behind here, it's got this Chinese writing here. This thing that looks like a house behind this dove. This is a really old ratty cover off of a Chinese book that I had. I mean, this is really trash. It was literally, this paper was literally crumbling. I'm surprised I even got it on there like that. And then this person's arms and legs are just made out of brown paper packaging. All right, this page here, let's see here. Okay, so this back here is wrapping paper, old wrapping paper. This I recognize. What is this? This is a really old book, I think. I don't remember. I did use some alphas, old alphabet. These ones are chipboards. It says made for more, and there's this picture of this little girl. I have her framed in some old book page, and these are just scraps from a magazine right here. All right. This page I just did, I didn't do this, I don't think I did a video of this. This is a organic Flax Plus waffles. Okay, guys, these are really, really good. I got these at the Amish store for 99 cents a box, and you get 6 waffles. They are so good. They're organic flax. They're sweetened with pear juice. Oh my gosh, they're really good. So I have on here, let's see, some organic banana tape, an organic sticker. This says, join us in Cascade. Okay, this little bee thing right here, this came from some Cascadian Farms edamame, organic banana tape down here. This right here is, remember I told you about the lady who had the vending machine with her little cute little lino cuts in it? See, this is her stamp right here for her business. Her business cards were actually stamped on lino cuts gone bad, so she just cut circles from these lino cuts, so you'd never really know what they are. But this one was bad because it had a flat side to it, but I thought it was really cool, so I just used that as a tab. This one right here is a chocolate bar wrapper here, goat milk lotion here, and this soap here. It's Jane Austen. My sister gave me this because I'm a huge Jane Austen fan. And it's called Suds and Sensibility. And this soap smells so good. It's really, really, really cute. So that wrapper in here, and just a sticker. And then this here, what does it say? The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. I think this came off of that box. And then this is just a sticker that was on my desk. I think that was from postage. This one here is a butter box from Aldi. And then this EM Dodgers is a local pet supply company right across the street from me. Here's an Ollie's tag. Of course, a drink sleeve and another tea ticket or tea tab. And then I have a $3.95 sticker in there. This little thing here is wrapping from some note paper I ordered from Yozo Craft years ago. This is just a tag from the auction, like one of my receipts. I paid $16 for a tray of stuff. And here's another one of my ugly clusters from doing that collaboration. So that just goes in there. Craft packaging is actually really cool. It makes really cool pages. Okay, so this one here, this is again another piece of this weird slow stitching that I had done. I don't even know. Here's another ugly cluster right here. This cat here came from a book on toll painting. And then I just have a 3 here. This is stuck from, I don't know, pants. And well, not pants because I'm not a size 3, that's for sure. I don't know what this is. But this is packaging here. And then these savory thin crackers, Trader Joe's savory thin rice crackers. These are so good. I love those. My husband, he's the one that, he works near a Trader Joe's, so I always put my order in if I want him to go there. And when I say I need my crackers, he doesn't just buy 1 sleeve. He buys like 3. This page here flips out. Looks like it was a map. So these are all tickets from an auction right here. I have them fanned out and attached to the back here. This here is sticker negative space back here. I just have this butterfly on it. And some ripped up paper. These ripped up papers here are from envelopes, used, greeting card type envelopes. This was from old Boyle-Tex bias tape, this little piece here. This picture came out of something, I have no idea what. And then here's actually some of my own painty paper, like a scrap of my own painty paper back here. And again, more of this yellow and green envelope strips. All right, this page here, Does this move? No, no, no. Okay, so this is just a tag from Avalanche Outdoor Supply. This is where I get my hiking pants. They're like, you know, fleece-lined exercise pants, you know, but they're longer. You know, they go all the way to your ankle and they're fleece-lined. So I have a couple pairs of that. I know that's from that. This was a bad stamp of this deer here. It didn't stamp well, so it was going in the trash, but then I decided to put it in here. These gold stickers are just from an old stationery set. You know how some of those cards fold up and then you put the little sticker on? Well, that's what these stickers are. This just came from, this image came from a magazine, I think. And then it's got really old, this is really old lace on the side here. I did not tea dye that. That is the color the lace came because it was wrapped around, this part was wrapped around cardboard. And when I unwrapped it, it was white, you know, it was white, white, white. And then it started getting darker, darker, darker as it got towards the cardboard because of the, I guess the chemicals in the cardboard stained the lace. And then I just have one of my homemade little charms on there. Okay, this page, here's my, I think I did a video on this. Here's obviously one of these UPC codes. Natural bamboo drinking straws. I told you that I lose those all the time, and that's what this box is right here. This is that little ugly potato from the Ugly Potato Chips that are really, really good. Here's a Newman's Own tea bag, a GMO sticker, some more, I guess that's banana sticker there. And just a funny little cat that my friend gave me from a book. Oh, and there's some negative space back here, some painting negative space back there. This, I'm sure most of you recognize, this is a tissue, the top of a tissue box. And there's that funny little cat from that book. This fox, he came from some fundraising something, some animal organization, or it might have been a free calendar. I just had this little cluster. Somebody gifted me this, and this is not trash, but I just thought it looked very nice there. This Wild and Raw right here, that came from some fermented cabbage, a label, and then here's again a tab. What are they called? Tabs from boxes at the end where they're folded over. I love those because of all the cool colors and stuff. And then this page here is, this is actually made from chocolate paper wrapping that I pulled the brown stuff off of, and you're left with this bumpy stuff. Here's some more negative space, and I've got some, okay, this little pocket was gifted to me, but I did just put a scrap on here of some embroidery work, and then this, yeah, I think he might have come out of off a calendar. See, here's the brown stuff right here. You know what's in chocolate boxes, but I pulled most of it off, and you can see this bumpy stuff. Here's just another color swatch, and I put this scrap of fabric on the top of that one. And then this one here, Keepers of Light, this is actually from a candle like that I had, and it had that fabric bow on it, so I just kept it on there and stuck it in there. I love this journal, I really do. So this one, this is a bag, and it's from a German company called Schneider, and I forget what I got in there, but it's a really great crinkly bag, and it says the right side, and see, you can write on it, and it says here the other right side, and you can write on that side too. I thought that was really fun. More negative space, just some scraps and some little ticket stubs here, and then inside is this little paper doll I had made. She was kicking around my desk, and I needed a home for her, so she just is living in there. And then the edge of this is the oh no, this is lint, Little Lamb. So this might be where that lamb came from earlier. It's the part of the box was cut this way. And so I just used that as the edge. And then here, this guy, you might recognize him. I think he is from the SPCA. He came from an envelope, so I put him in there. I've got a chai tag here and some old stamps, and then this tag has negative space on it. It's just a piece of cardboard with lots of negative space from paper and stickers, because you know me and my negative space. It's got fabric scraps on here, ticket scraps, I'm not sure. This looks, oh look, here's another pocket here. Okay, so you are one of God's best creations. The God of peace be with you. Romans 15:35. This, the thrift shop, one of my local thrift shops gives these away for free. It's a church-run thrift shop. And then this one is A New Day. This is a clothing tag, and I just did a little funny collage on there. And an old stamp there. I'll put that in there. All right, this is an old envelope from my local Christian radio station. This is a tip-in, and you see I just used washi tape to tip it in. And this charity pink just came from a t-shirt my husband had purchased for me to support the miniature donkey and equine center. Here's another one of these stickers, and I think these come off postage, these colored ones with like the letter and numbers like that. And then inside is just a flyer. Oh no, it's an envelope. It is actually an envelope. Is it? I can't tell what. No, I don't think so. I think it's a part of a flyer made to look like an envelope. But I have these pictures of these dogs, and I just had to put them in so they look through. And it says magenta status here. This is wrapping paper, used wrapping paper. This magenta status, that was a piece of junk mail, but when I put it in this way, it just says magenta. That's all you can see. And you can see my negative space from my painty papers here. This black and white paper is tissue paper that a gift from one of my friends sent me or gave me from Pennsylvania. And then this page here, this is just wipe off paper on the background here. Here's another couple of these mail sticker things. I always pull them off of, I think they come on more like envelopes that you get, not like a regular mailing envelope, but more like, you know, like a smaller padded envelope or something. They seem to have these things on them. And then there's this $2 sticker here. This Bella Casa sticker right here. I think I pulled that off the bottom of this cutie little jar that I love so much. And another $2 sticker, and there's something underneath that was $10.46. More negative space. And these paintbrushes I just stamped on. I have a peg stamp. Oh, and here's a UPC code underneath. Oh, okay, and this woman praying. I think she came off a piece of, mail too. Okay, this page, this is one of these magnetic buttons. You know, at Dollar Tree, you can get the little magnets, the little round magnets. This is the packaging from them. I put that picture, I hope the glare is not too bad, of the bird inside. And that came from an old card. This says, please don't look under the bag. This is the top of Anthony's nutritional yeast bag. I buy the pound bags off of Amazon. And this is what it says on the top of the bag. Please don't look under the bag. And then these are just scraps here. Here's a piece of scrap fabric. It's like wool or really thick wool right here. And just some folly colored things. This page right here, this is a napkin with the mushrooms underneath here. This is a napkin for sure. This is just some scrapbook paper, old scrapbook paper. This here is my own painty paper, this green that you see back here. And here's another piece of that wool. And these pieces of washi tape here, I peeled off of a Happy Mail. That's what these pieces of washi tape are. And then the little fox with the turtle came from an old children's book. Trying to make sure I keep you in frame because this is the big girl here. This is, I think, one of the first pages I actually did in this. And it's got like a high chew wrapper here. This is the old negative, like the ends of old sheets of postage stamps where they had the stamps that had nothing on them, but like maybe numbers and stuff. That's what that is. This is, oh, I did this 6/22. So I did this June 22. This was what I had planted in the garden. Here's another one of my ugly blindfolded clusters. Here's a Wegmans yellow onion tag. Keep yourself in soothing wellness. That came from a tea box. this here, I'm not sure what this is, but it's a very colorful plastic top to something. I don't know what that was. I don't remember. All right, this page right here. So this book supplies, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. This is a part of packaging off of a set of stuff like this that I bought online, and it had all kinds of papers and, you know, one of those like complete sets that you can get them off Amazon. I think you can get off Temu, whatever. But it's got all different kinds of little papers and ephemeras to use. But this looks like it's a piece of that packaging, and I made it into a little booklet, and it feels like it's got, oh, I guess the tape is what's holding it together. It's two pieces that I put together to make the little booklet. And then I just put, this is obviously from junk mail, this dog picture. That's a piece of old stationery, some old book page, and all of this is actually on the inside of this paper that was printed there. This is just a piece of an old Victorian style calendar. And then this is an old bonbon wrapper here that I put a piece of a punched out circle from painty paper on top of that. Everyone knows this. This is the sleepy time tea with the little bear, the little man bear sleeping, and see Mama Bear's taking the baby and the little girl to bed, and Papa's already asleep in front of the fireplace. I drink so much sleepy time tea. This is a lip balm piece of packaging. I just put that stamp on it, and then the back I just covered with some of my scrappy painting paper. This one, I know I have a video on this one. This is the fig bars. I love these, the blueberry flavored. This is just a tab off some kind of food I bought. I don't even know what it was. Yeah. Every day is a new opportunity. That's from an artificial sweetener. A friend gave me that. Celebrate Virginia. That came up from a piece of junk, like junk mail. Probably not junk mail, more like a flyer or something, I mean a map or something of Virginia. And this little girl on her knees just painting using finger paints, that just came out of an old children's book. And then up here is a $3.95 sticker. A lot of these stickers in here are just stuff that I got from thrift shops. This page here, it had a pasta box on it, and the window, I have to hold this up so you can see this, the window here has a picture of sheep and lambs in it, and that came from that Catholic children's book. Here's a piece of a calendar, old stamps here. Here's a $2 something I got at a thrift shop. This 27, of course, came from a calendar. This came from this children's book, I think, and then there's just some map scraps underneath. I don't even remember what the actual pages were. I'd have to go back and look at one of my original videos to see what it is. Here's some, what is this? This is wrapping paper, you know, just white wrapping paper or white bag. It says, whatever you are, be a good one. Oh, you know what this might be? This might be underneath paper because I do have that stamp. I bet this is underneath, a piece of underneath paper. And I had the Tim Holtz Hearts Biggs die, which I sold on Etsy, and I think I was cutting them out to show samples of them. And then this flips up and it says trouble. I put that word trouble there. And then there's this picture of this dog here, this wiener dog. And I think again that came from a piece of mail or a magazine maybe. Then this page here is just like a half page folded over. Again, it's got my painty paper or a masterboard underneath, and it looks like, did I fold it over maybe? And I've got stamps here, different stamps here, used stamps. And this is just a Little Folks Dialogues and Dramas. This is just a page from an old book with one of my funny little faces. I have a video on making these funny little faces, and she just lives there. Like I said, this is just stuff kicking around my desk that I'm trying to, you know, clean up here. This is from You Bring the Fun. This is from my local Christian radio station. And there's an owl in the tree here and this bird here. And I think they came from some kind of packaging. Here's a little envelope here. This kangaroo here, I believe my friend Janine from Australia sent that to me. And inside is just a little strip of paper from a book. I guess it's this book page right here. That's the background here. And I wrote inside where this little envelope came from. When I used to work at the antique mall as a clerk, one of the dealers would give us every Christmas a gift card to the town where the antique mall is, and many shops would accept those gift cards. And my favorite was a coffee shop that I would go to, and the little note in there says that I got myself it's a cinnamon sage coffee and I got myself a chocolate brownie, homemade chocolate brownie. So this page here, Unleash Your Creativity, that must have come off of, I don't know, some kind of maybe craft packaging. This is some kind of little envelope and a piece of bag that says Reuse Me. And then I didn't actually do anything on this page because I think I did a video in this, or I talked about this. This is underneath paper, but I love it so much I did not want to cover it up. So I mean, like really cover it up. So I just went ahead and did that flip. So guys, this is just one signature. We've got another signature to go here. This one, I definitely did a video on this, so I'll be quick on this. Most of the stuff on here is maps and pieces of stuff from the Maple Festival up in the county where my cabin is. This looks like it's a piece from a magazine. And this is a tag, again, Avalanche. These are the pants that I use when I'm hiking. Oh, wait, there's something else in here. What is this little thing? Okay, Nostalgia, the attic collection. So this came from some kind of crafting supply. I don't know what it is, but I just have that tucked in there. And then here's just another little tag. I don't know. It's made from some kind of box or something. I have no idea what that is. But I do have a video on this. This DP here, this came from Diane from Tattered Edges Design. She sent me Happy Mail, and that was on the Happy Mail. Okay, here, I think I did the video on this one. This whole strip here is just made from a tea ad in a magazine. I just cut everything out and made a jig-jaggy edge here. This is an old envelope, I think. Now it's here. That came off of some kind of packaging. Ovation Dark Chocolate. And this is on, this looks like a Tim Holtz backing here that I put this chocolate bar package on. And then Golden Turmeric, that was some more fermented cabbage. This page, Living Soil Waste Food, I think that also came from that same package. This is an envelope here. Yeah, this is an envelope. Okay, so here's the other part of this She Art packaging that was on the first page. Isn't that great packaging? I love it. So I just left that as like a little card to put in here. And these are just some of my doodle flowers right there. Now this, I kind of went rogue here. I painted this little Indian woman stirring up some kind of herbal something. And on her dress, you see those little flower things? Those are all from a Ricola wrapper. I cut the little flowers off the Ricola wrappers and stuck them on her dress. She does have actual fibers in her hair here. And then this traditional medicinals, that came off of a tea box. All right, Birdie, here you go. Here's the fish I did not cover up. She got so upset that I covered up the other fish the other day, but I told her no, I had left some back. Now, this is funny because this is calendar, and I just tore some pieces of calendar and put them here. But and this is just this Workshop Republic clothing. That's just a tag from something I bought. I don't know. But somewhere I found the word throwback, and I put it on here because it's the fish, and I was thinking throw them back. So I put them down there. So Birdie, there's the fish. You can see all the pretty fish there. And then, of course, the end of a box tab right there. This is just paper. Oh, this is a bag. This is a gift bag, like an old gift bag that was all torn and stuff. So I put that in the background there, and I think the butterflies, yeah, the butterflies are on the bag. So I just put the window on there. And then this here is from, oh, here we go again. Dina Wakely or Diana Reevely, something I bought from them had this trim on the package, and I cut it off. And this is, okay, so I also got chastised for covering up a part of the potato bag that I used as a page in this. So I couldn't cover up all of the potato bag. This is a part of the potato bag, 10 pounds unclassified potatoes. I did just put a piece of this tape here. It's like a to from tape for shipping, but I couldn't help. I had to put this chicken on. You see the chicken? The chicken has in her mouth a tea bag that says, relate to your greatness and not your weakness. And the little string is flappy. I mean, that moves, but I put it so it's like under her beak and then attached it here so it looks like she's holding it in her mouth. It's really cute, but you can still see a lot of the potato bag. This is the bottom of the potato bag here. This is from a calendar that I believe Linda R. sent me, the Norman Rockwell calendar. So this was a picture from the calendar. That's the back side. So I just made that into a tag. It's the mother praying with her son. And the back of the calendar has the same pictures that are tiny, so I put it there. And the frame on this is just negative space for me cutting out something else. And this is a part of the potato bag where it says EST there. And here again, I went a little bit different. This is a bag, like a brown paper bag. There's the handle right there. But I blanket stitched a whole bunch of glass beads to the side, and they jingle and make a really cool sound. I love that. I put a tag in here. She just came from I don't know where. This backing again is from some ephemera I had ordered online. Here's some calendar things here. And then on the back, this is just from a knitting book. And this little sheep here came from the my Christian radio station, a piece of mail from them. I just put that little sheep there because these are pictures of wool. And then this is a flip here made from, this looks like some kind of wrapping paper or something. This is that black and white tissue my friend gave me. And this here is just a picture from a book. And then this looks like a magazine. It's just some flowers in a vase. And I did put some gesso on there too. Because I wasn't covering the whole thing. Sometimes you want something a little lighter than just the brown paper bag. Now this double spread here, I did have a video. I do have a video on that, on this. This double trouble thing, it was some kind of flyer for a local event going on here. Give thanks to the Lord for He is good. That I don't know where I got that, either from a gift shop or maybe somebody gifted that to me. Here are some more of these negative spaces from the old stamps where you got the white edges there. Just some bad mushroom stamps that I had made that were kicking around my desk and I wanted to get rid of. So it looks like some painty paper back here and some tissue paper all in the back here. So this page here, we have another envelope. Here's some negative space from some stickers, which I love. Here's another negative space circle. I'm not sure where that thing came from. This is another tag, and it's got this chicken on it, which I think came from something in the mail. And here's some painty paper on this side. Here's the Honey Lavender Stress Relief Tea Bag. Guys, this is so good. It is Yogi brand. This Honey Lavender Tea is so good. It says, in order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love. And this is just a little piece of paper from Birdie. And inside is just another mushroom stamp. So So that goes in there. This is a piece of napkin that was decoupage to some paper that a friend gave me. And on this page here, good night, we got a lot going on. This is from an old lingerie box. This piece here, this kind of grayish piece going this way. This is Birdie's paper. A lot of this is Birdie's paper that she gifted me. And then this is a sticker right here. Or it's from a magazine. I can't remember. It's either cut out of a magazine or it's a sticker. I can't remember. All right. And then this page, this is probably my least favorite page of all because it's just so bright. But this, I know I have a video on this. This is the food color and egg dye box that I had in my cupboard that when I got them out to use them, they were so old, they were dried up. The colors were actually dried up. That's how old they were. And this just has some, I think it's Dutch postage, the edges of Dutch postage stamps. Negative space here. This feels like packaging here. Oh yeah, you know what? I think this is actually from Vicky Boutin mixed media paper. That this is a part of her packaging there. And just napkins and tissues. And then some of this, like some of these things are from a old children's book. This page I have a video on. This was the one where I used the pictures from the people are from Voice of the Martyrs, their monthly magazine. I think I got those from there. Negative space from some flowers, my painted flowers, which I also have a video on making those. These two are negative space from those. This is an old napkin here. Just weird pieces of stuff. And I do actually use my watercolor crayons sometimes. I'll just make marks and colors and stuff in there. This, I don't even know what this is. Is it wrapping paper? It might be wrapping paper. But this here is napkin, but I don't know what this is here. All right, this one right here, again, I think I had a video on this. This is the end of a score pad from Bridge. And I just have the Organic Cherubs little tag here. I love this. When the opening tab says, peel here to let us out, and it's lettuce, L-E-T-T-U-C-E, let us out, and these are those little tomatoes. This was just a bad print that I did on the computer. I don't know if the camera will show. It's kind of blurred, so I used that there. This teddy is from the all-natural peanut butter you get at BJ's, part of an old bingo ticket that was used. You could see the color, the color daubers. And in the back is a map of, where is that? Somewhere I've been recently. There's a map back here. And then this is some more Birdie's paper. This is obviously from a Pritt stick. And I have a tag I just made out of an old color book. And a napkin on this side with some used stamps. And it says read just because this picture of a girl is holding a book. And I think this picture came, I think she might have, I don't know where she came from. I was going to say from a Real Simple magazine, but no, because she's cardboard. I'm not exactly sure where she came from. But anyway, there's that one. Then I know I have a video on this page, this cat. I did, after I made the video, I put on the cat, I put a piece of fabric. It looks like he's wearing a little hat, but there's all kinds of just scrap paper behind him. And then this number 78 right here is just on some masking tape. This came from something I ordered I got at the auction, and I had to peel it off there. Here's again a T-tab with a little piece of paper in it that has nothing on it. Okay, now this and this are an actual bus or New Jersey Transit ticket that a friend, one of my Pennsylvania girlfriends, gave me. So I put that in here, I think. Come on, go back in there. Okay, all right, we can do this. Okay, and then again, just weird papers, painty papers, a seed, cucumber seed packet here, and here's a tag. Oh, from Model. Something I bought was Model, and I had to look it up. It's like, it says sustainable, eco-friendly, soft, breathable. And I was like, well, what is it? And I wrote myself a note. Model is made from cellulose, often from beechwood trees. So there you go. If you have Model clothing, it's made from a beechwood tree, just in case you ever wanted to know that. All right, this page here, this unusual wedding gift, 3 pieces, blah, blah, blah. This was from my mom's booth at the antique mall. I found it on the floor, and I think she said she didn't need it anymore, so I put it in here. And from these odds and ends, that came from a children's craft book. And here's, I guess, this is just a sticker from Bananas. But inside is a weedable, high-fiber, digestive package, and inside is a little piece of a old calendar, like the planner type calendar. It was the cover, and I just cut a little piece and made a tag in there. And what I wrote on the back is that my mother gave me this $25 Panera gift card for when she cut the tip off her finger, and I helped her deal with all that mess. You know, if you've watched my channel, what that was all about. And this card here, I had stuck it in, but it's now become a part of my book because it won't come out. I think this came off of a piece of mail from my local radio station. And then here's some $7 tickets from something I bought at a thrift shop. Here's an old envelope. This is an envelope here. Okay, so I opened it up and put in here some stuff. A Rebel for Christ, the Cause of Christ. I think that might came from Voice of the Martyrs of their magazine. An old postage stamp. Remember the little postage guy? That's him right here. This is from an old embroidery book, like just a piece ripped out. This picture came from, I don't know where, but this is an old envelope, and see, it frames her really nice. And then vitamin B12, oh, these are vitamins that I take. That's just the label from the box. And this is just a funny little weird dude sticker, this little guy. We're getting there. We're getting there if you're still with me. Here's another envelope that I made into a tag, Protecting Animals Worldwide. This is just an old, I don't know what this is, an old card. It says E is for elephant. And then I put a piece of that greeting card back in the window of this tag. And again, you can see I used a gesso to kind of hide the bag underneath. And then here's more of that. It's either a greeting card or it's kind of large. It might have been a gift bag, or it might have been a part of a calendar. I don't know. But here's a piece of mail I stuck in there with the turtle stamp. I love these turtle stamps. But this one is from Bermuda. We have turtle stamps now in the U.S., but this one happened to come from Bermuda. And then here's some negative space. It's just got an old image behind it of this building and this woman from I think she was from a brochure from somewhere we went. This is packaging, again, from some craft stickers that I got with this. It's like an Art Deco lady here. And then just odds and bits that were on my desk. This is a tag from, I guess from this. This is the top. And then I just put a piece of fabric and a flower that were kicking around my desk. If you do these trash journals, it's a great way to get rid of stuff off your desk, I'll tell you that. So this is from the co-op where I get my food. This Tandy thing here is just a bag. Again, this was like Tandy beads. I think Tandy does a lot with leather, but I just somehow got these beads in a lot, maybe at an auction or something. And so I just put a tiny little piece of paper and another piece of packaging in there and stapled it on as a little flip thing. This is that Gavita Herbal Seltzer. And then just this die cut thing here. And then here's the other page. I think I showed this the other day because this is like how stuff comes in the co-op. Here's the UPC code and this funny little monkey thing. Seeds for Helen. I think I must have just done this page or showed you this page because this seems really familiar to me. King Arthur baking flour. This is the back of that. Brim's popcorn. You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. Isaiah 26:3. Okay, this one I just did a video on. This is probably one of the last videos I did. The seedless grapes. This is junk mail. The things that I did, I think I put the grapes here and I put this strawberry here since I made that video. I put this strawberry here, I think, and a couple of these stickers up here after I had made that video of using the cow hand towel. So she's on there good. She's got her good home. Oh, and I put these little green trees here that were cut from something else. I can't remember what. They're heavy cardboard. And then this one, everybody knows this one. This is the page that I did for Asheville with the old Asheville maps and stuff and coupons and flyers that I got from Asheville. And the only extra thing I had done was put that chocolate thing on. So this is a part of the potato bag right here, sewed to this Quaker Oats box that my girlfriend gave me. And this is the last page. It is just the cardboard, the plain cardboard. But I put this extra cardboard piece on here with all these stamps, old stamps on it. And that is the last page. So if you stayed with me this whole time, bless you. And of course, you know, these straps my sister gave me from her sandals. And then on the edge here, I have just a whole bunch of junk washers and stuff I found or made or whatever. So that's the big girl. She is done. I'm going to be doing another trash journal. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another huge one like this right now just because I have gone through my other journals that I already have made, and I do have some trash ones. Although, I don't know, I'm so partial to making these, I might just break down and make another trash one like this. So I hope you enjoyed the big girl. She's not precious at all. This was all stuff that was just kicking around my desk, or trash, obviously, but just so fun. And there's zero pressure because it's pretty much trash, you know. So when you do it and you don't like it, it doesn't matter, you know. One day you'll go through this and you'll be like, this is so fun, you know, this is really cute. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.